All right, welcome to Dallas, everybody. We got a great turnout. Look at this crowd. This is awesome. Thank you all for coming in. Hope everybody got here safely and excited for the week's festivities. We had a great time last night and this morning, so we're excited to keep it going. For those of you I have not met, this is our first hosting opportunity for Realty Resources. I'm Tim Hughes. I'm founder and CEO of Falcon Realty Advisors, your host office for the week. And we've got quite a turnout. It's our biggest group ever. So I want to kind of run through some statistics, which I did this morning. Maybe a little boring, but I think it's important for everyone to know who's in the room. We have 187 registered, unless I'm off by a few, and Rachel can correct me. 22 of those are marketing and research people. They were in the room next door. Hopefully they're in here. Is everybody in here? Good. Out of the 164 brokers, 61 are first-time attendees to a Realty Resource event, 37%. 48 are less than 5 years in the business, that's 30%. So a lot of great young people here. 19 are 6 to 10 years in the business, 12%. 15 are 10 to 15 years in the business at 9%. And 76 are greater than 15 years or 46%. So a lot of veterans. Impressive stats. So that's great to see that mix. A lot of things for everybody this week. I want to acknowledge a lot of people that helped co-produce this event. Excuse me for reading, but I don't want to leave anybody off of the list. This is a big undertaking. So Omaha, Atlanta, Phoenix, everybody that's hosted this thing before, kudos to you. This is a big lift, so it's a lot of work. I have to acknowledge, where's Rachel? Is she not in here? There you are. Yeah. For those of you that have hosted this, you know how big of a help she is. She's 85%, if not more than that, of all the heavy lifting. So thank you very much, Rachel. I want to also acknowledge our Realty Resource Committee that helped with the co-production of this, and that is Leo Weiner at Ackerman, Josh Purnell at First Western, Loretta Cataldi, Anthony Mansour, Andy Siegel, and Chris Simmons, all of which contributed and helped to the overall production and scheduling and everything that went into this event. And lastly, I certainly don't want to overlook the entire Falcon team. Stand up, if you would, so everybody can know who is with our shop. So if you need anything while you're in Big D, reach out to them. They'll be better suited to point you in the right direction for whatever festivities you might want to do later. I certainly want to thank my wife, who's in the back with the hat. So she's the only one allowed to wear a hat in the house. So she's been my sounding board for quite a while, and you might imagine that's quite a daunting task to be a sounding board for me. So I also want to acknowledge Realcore. They sponsored this, what's it called, a mic box? Talk box? Something, it's a microphone in a box, and they've got their brand on it. They actually sponsored with cash and some advertisement, and unfortunately Dave couldn't be here, but if you're not familiar with Realcore, I encourage you to seek it out and see if it's a fit for your company. But really thankful for him to help produce the event. And great job with our AV team. This is the first time we've had AV, and I'm just a real stickler for hopefully not messing up with sound and video, etc. To that point, Nathan with Falcon is in the back. He looks like he's with an AV company, no offense, Nathan. But he is videotaping everything that's going on for these 2 days. So all the speakers, all the slides we'll get from the speakers, and we'll be able to distribute that later. We didn't want to say it in advance because give you a reason to not fly in. There are 3 things that we really want to request from you for the week. And again, I'm going to read this because I don't want to drop the ball. We ask, number 1, that you be present. Detach from your digital device, put the phone down. I know my team's cringing right now because we have this discussion in our own company meetings. But there are some really impressive speakers that have flown from long distances to come here to share some incredible insights, both personally and professionally. And I think our principal Peoples got a taste of that this morning with Rand Stegan, which I hope you all found great value to. Number 2, please be engaged. Don't sit in the back of the room and be quiet. Ask questions. We got the microphone box. There are no dumb questions. Lean into this thing and get engaged. This is where you're going to learn, and that's what we're hopefully going to provide for you throughout the week. Lastly would be, we ask that you try to make a note of 3 things you want to take away from the event. What are you getting out of this that Monday morning you'll apply? And you'll be able to say, I picked that up at Realty Resources. I want to make sure I'm there next year. I got 3 killer ideas from that event. So our goal and ambition is in hopes that you will find at least 3 things, if not more, that you can take note and apply first thing Monday when you get back to the office.